Mark Harris, Trailfinders Customer Care Department. This is my Melbourne.
My name is Leanne Bruter. I work in the product department for Trailfinders and I work on the Australia and New Zealand team, and this is my Melbourne.
My name's Samantha Jackson and I'm a travel consultant with Trailfinders, and this is my Melbourne.
What makes Melbourne special is that it has a little bit of everything. It's a real cosmopolitan city. It's just a great place to visit, and everywhere else in Victoria is so accessible from Melbourne. It's hard to really put it into one sentence, really.
I think what makes Melbourne so special is its diversity and the vibrancy that the city has. You've got the European sophistication of trams and laneways, cafes, then you also have the fantastic laid-back coastal side culture that is Australia. My favourite bar in Melbourne would have to be the Esplanade, or the Espy as it's known locally. Head down there for about sundowner time, relax on the deck with a beer and wait for the live music to start.
Favourite restaurant is the Press Club, and it was a restaurant recommended to me by some friends in Melbourne, and it's a mixture of Greek and modern Australian cooking.
My favourite place in Melbourne is an area called Brunswick, which is a really cool little place about 10-15 minutes from the city. It's got loads of boutique shops, funky little cafes, really fashionable area. It's really, really cool.
My favourite other place in Melbourne has to be St Kilda. It's amazing to just walk along Acton Street, all through the cake shops and the little cafes, and then just go stick your toes in the ocean.
My favourite place in Melbourne is the old jail. It's slightly grisly, I guess. I went there when I was a kid, and I like the place to see where Ned Kelly was hanged. If I only had 2 days in Victoria, I would make sure that it included a trip down the Great Ocean Road. You can get down to Apollo Bay in maybe 3.5–4 hours, have a night there, next day go down to see the 12 Apostles, have a look around there, and then drive back to Melbourne.
If I only had 2 days to spend in Victoria, outside of Melbourne, I think it'd have to be the Great Ocean Road. It's not a place to be missed. There's so much to see. The 12 Apostles are amazing. Just fantastic scenery, great beaches, great surfing beaches as well.
If I had 2 days in Victoria, I would say hit the road. Pick up a car and head down to Phillip Island, hang out with the little penguins, and then carry on to a little town called Meetung, where you can pick up the best seafood Australia has to offer.
There isn't just one thing you can miss in Melbourne. There's so much to do there. So I would always say do your research, see what there is to see what you particularly want to visit in Melbourne, because there's just so much from arts, culture, sporting events, galleries, shopping. There's so much to do.
The one thing that Melbourne visitors absolutely shouldn't miss is the Circle Tram. Reasons behind this are several. It takes you to all of the highlights, from Flinders Street Station to Federation Square, out to the Docklands and beyond. Best of all, it's free.
The one thing I wouldn't miss if I was going to be in Victoria and wanted to get out of Melbourne for the day is perhaps visit the wine region, the Yarra Valley. I think that for anybody that enjoys good food and wine, that's the place to visit.
One thing in Victoria that you shouldn't miss, in my opinion, would be the Mornington Peninsula. It's a great place. It's only about an hour and a half from Melbourne. They've got brilliant beaches down there, hot springs to visit, lots and lots of really great wineries that people don't realise are there. My secret about Melbourne would be the Hidden Secrets tour. There's a great tour that you can do that takes you around the city and really gets you to know the city like a local, and you can really truly understand what it is like to be a Victorian.
If I were to tell you one secret about Melbourne, it would be to get lost. Take a walk through the laneways, take a left behind the nearest dustbin and walk down all the alleyways and see what there is to find. Melbourne has so many secrets that are yet to be discovered.